Hello, welcome back to Game Over Gerkinman for part 4 of the 6-part Donkey Kong Country playthrough series. As usual, we have 2 guest
Blur.
We got Blur.
You got Blur.
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 And
me.
yeah, there you go.
And me.
I'd just like to say, and we're coming to you live from Canada, lol.
Yeah. It's so cold.
It's so cold.
Brr.
We're cracking
Get some hot chocolatey milk and put on your slippers, boys, because it's gonna get cold.
That's true.
It does look cold.
It does. Oh, this is another one of those levels where the background changes and it gets progressively
Is this the one?
snowier. Yeah. It gets snowier as you get through the level.
There's a grain zinger. We were wrong.
Yeah, I think different zingers have different movement patterns. Yellow ones move up and down, orange move back and forth, and green move in like arches.
Diagonal. Yeah.
Diagonal and shit, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh
Crazy.
snap!
Oh,
This is what it's doing outside right now.
Is it?
music's psycho for a
It's
snowy
so-
level.
It gets pretty intense.
It makes you feel cold too. Like I don't know, maybe it's just me because I'm actually freezing
Makes
right
you
now.
feel
but, like,
alone.
It is a very
Yeah.
lonely place.
desolate, very desolate, kind of like
Oh,
slippery.
little
even.
sucker.
Yeah. That's something I always hated in games with ice levels where like, because the ground was always slippery.
Yeah.
And oh, actually, that's one game I'll be playing through later on. I'm sure Blordo grew up with it because he was a Master System kid. Did you play Wonder Boy?
Wonder Boy, I did not actually.
Oh man, that
I had a
was...
Sega Genesis, but I didn't have a Master
Oh, you
System.
didn't have a Master System. How'd you play Alex Kidd?
I think my grandparents had, yeah, they had one and it was just without a cartridge,
Oh yeah,
so you could just play it without it.
there you go. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. We're in the snow.
Snow barrel.
Gorilla Glacier. This
Slip
world.
slide ride.
Oh, that sounds inappropriate.
This is
Is
what
this another-
happens
Oh,
every
wow.
time you like, step outside of your house in Canada in the wintertime.
This is how it looks when
Be
you open your front
prepared for a
door.
ride.
It's so
Yeah.
shiny.
It is super shiny.
It's
amazing.
yeah.
I thought there would have been more than one of these levels, but this is literally the only level that is like this in the game.
Oh,
They made all of these assets for one stage.
Mm.
that's cool.
Either that or they had more planned originally but dropped them because of time constraints.
Mm.
But I
Well,
really like
there were a lot more of these levels than Donkey Kong Country 2, were there
Yeah, they had heaps of ice.
not?
It was all about ice in Donkey Kong Country 2. I hate these ropes.
You're having a little trouble there, Brew. There you go.
I hate that. It's so annoying.
Oh, vultures, get lost.
As if there'd be
Vultures
vultures
everywhere.
in
In a
armadillos.
crystal cave.
Yeah. I like the music of this too. It's a lot more. It's a lot more upbeat than the rest of the game.
Sure is.
It sounds pretty, right? Like it goes with.
It sounds like.
But there, at the
Christmas.
same time, there's still this kind of feeling of like,
Uneasiness.
yeah,
But it's because of that like
Don't know what to
that
expect.
tone in the background going.
Yeah.
mm,
Keeps you on edge a little bit.
Yeah, that's what this game. The music in this game does. Like the ones that do have really strong melodies usually still have like some weird ambient noise behind it. The kind of
Yeah, that's it.
the sequels
Yeah,
didn't really
atmosphere.
have that. Not as much.
Yeah, I think.
anyway. Well,
Yeah.
there are certain tracks like the cabins in Donkey Kong Country 2 where all the percussion's made with like the sound of metal tins being hit and stuff. But a lot of
yeah.
it's, I don't think it's as quite as noticeable as it is in this game, or as well done. Maybe is a better way of putting it.
even those friggin', what are they called? The claptraps?
Yeah.
They make the same sound that Diddy makes. Unless maybe I'm just.
No, actually,
Hearing it.
I think the claptraps do. I know the claptraps do. You're right. Oh boy, this is the most exciting part of the level.
Oh.
Gotta climb them ropes.
It doesn't even seem like you're progressing. It just seems
Yeah,
like
I
you're
know.
going down.
Yeah.
That's so brutal. That's what I was talking about with that lag with the controller through the through the capture card. Like your timing is just a little bit off, so you can't flog it. I've never worked out how to get onto those ropes. That's a true story for you.
You just jump on them.
Yeah, then you can't get in and out. And I do like the fact when you pop out of this cave, it's snowing, still snowing on the other
Oh, yeah.
side. It's the little things. It's the little things like
it
that.
got worse. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
while you were
Blizzard.
going through the cave, it got worse. And I never understood, like, the vultures sound like they're throwing up whenever they...
Well, the nuts
Whenever
are
they-
coming out of their throat. I like the sound they make when they die. I do love the rope swinging in this game, even though it's really mechanical and pre-programmed. I don't know, I enjoy it. And I like the little animations when they swing. Like
that thing.
I did.
Sorry.
I like when you swing his Donkey Kong and he opens his mouth and he's like, "Wee!" Because he's such like a big hairy dude, and the idea of him like smiling when he's swinging just makes me laugh.
But then Diddy's just there like...
Well, even like the next time I'm on a rope, like if you look at Diddy's tail, like it actually like unfurls as he swings forward. Which
Yeah.
is, there's a lot of little details. Look at him! Look how happy he is. He's loving it. Yeah, you're right. Claptraps did make the same noise, and the orangutans make the same noise as the Kremlins.
Yeah. Bit lazy there, but you're forgiven for that.
It probably had something to do with the amount of space on the cartridge, I'd say.
That's true. Yep.
They only had like 2 or 3 megabytes of space.
This is something that always
Yeah.
bothered me about this level, was you fall faster than
Yeah, that was something I
the
wanted to
camera
bring up.
goes.
I found that I died a lot through this playthrough. This is the PAL version. I don't know if it's identical to the NTSC one, but I had a lot of issues with the camera. Not just on this level, but on a lot of levels where I'd run into enemies I didn't know were there because the camera wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
I don't remember that problem. I don't remember having that problem in the sequels, but in this one it happened a lot through this playthrough.
Yeah.
Exit by entering an igloo. Makes sense.
It does. Oh look, we're back in there. Oh, that looks cold.
Does. Oh, little squiddies.
Take it from somebody who's done the polar bear dip, which, for those of you who don't know at home, polar bear dip is literally swimming or jumping into ice cold water in the wintertime.
Why did
Refreshing.
you do that? It would have been refreshing.
It's just no, it's very cold. It's usually mostly done for like charity events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know who can stay in the water the longest, that sort of deal, without getting hypothermia or
Before
something.
dying.
Yeah. Well, like as soon as you get out, they
If
have
you die,
like,
you lose.
yeah. Like as soon as you get out of the water, they have those like really like insulated blankets or whatever that they just kind of throw on you, keep you up like in seconds. But
Let's talk about this track, because this track is the best.
We'll have a whole
in this
segment
game.
dedicated to this track. 'Cause this is the second last.
Is
time
this
we
the
hear it.
last swimming level?
No,
or is there
there's
more?
one more. There's the poison pond where the water's green. But let's talk about it on this one where the water's blue, because blue water is.
Yeah. It's a relaxing tone.
It is.
I just like the way the music is driven in this song in particular. It sort of just drives in and it's in your face, and it's just, I don't know, it's just got something about it that's just really good.
It reminds me a lot of like my old music that my uncle composed. Ironically, it's kind of weird.
Oh,
Because when he was recording this sort of stuff, he was using an Atari and like similar sort of like limited samples, I guess, on the keyboard.
yeah.
Similar sort of melody, but yeah, it's just like one of those melodies where just like drift off, and it's like I do still occasionally go to OC Remix, and 9 times out of 10 I won't download anything. But if I see a new remix of Aquatic Ambience there,
Can't help yourself.
I can't. Yeah, it's like even crappy remixes of this track sound great,
Yeah.
which I guess is a testament to the quality of the writing of it, I suppose.
Yeah. It's got that feel to it as well. Like you can actually feel something, which is very rare in a video game, I think, to actually feel like you're a part of something and actually have some sort of connection with a song or a game.
Yeah.
Without this music in particular, I don't think it would be anywhere near successful.
Well, if you were to take
For
this
sure.
music out and replace it with the music from one of the other Donkey Kong Country games, like one of the other water levels, it just wouldn't work.
It wouldn't match. It wouldn't work at all.
just
Yeah.
wouldn't fly.
Shit ain't fly. I'm not sure which of the 3 guys composed this, but
Yeah, I think David Wise had the upper hand. I could be wrong.
Oh,
They'd probably
we can
collab.
research that and let the people know next week. Who,
Oh yeah.
who composed
If
it.
somebody doesn't already tell us.
Well,
Considering the next episode will be in 2 minutes.
yeah, we'll be recording the next episode in 4 minutes, so I think we'll find out before they do.
True. Just saying.
Gotcha.
That's right, folks. We're recording these back to back.
Back to back,
and
yo.
then releasing them once a week, because otherwise we'd run out.
Mhm.
Here we
That's
go.
right.
Here's that one level with Squawks, the one that made old TVs make a fuzzy hissing sound and hurt the eyes of epileptics everywhere.
Wow, that's cool.
Like I could, like, even though I can't hear it, I still can because it's embedded in my memory. Oh man! Every time he turns, you know.
Yeah. No, I remember that too. I really like this level. I think this is one of the few levels I actually cleared in this game without dying once. Like in this playthrough. A lot of the later levels I didn't die once on, but a lot of the middle ones I did. It's really weird. It's interesting too, because I always associated those burning oil drums with the factory levels.
Oh
Mhm.
But then playing through this, that's like the first time you see them. I was like, huh. And also, what are those? I've always
Macho Man
wondered.
crocodiles.
No, not those. The
The
tires
tires?
with
Wheel
spikes
things.
on them.
Wheels with
Well, I mean-
spikes.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the guys too, right? They're like giant, beefy.
I like those guys. You,
Gang
you literally
member,
can't
you know?
kill them if you Diddy. If you lose Donkey Kong playing
Yeah.
through this bit's like all strategic and junk. But you're right. They were probably using those to work out.
Yeah, totally.
Oh look, I got a drum. I left the level.
I like how he just kind of like tosses it.
Yeah,
Like
he
it's
just
like-
throws it away.
Oh,
What is
wildlife
that?
part of the game. The wildlife in my world that I live in is very loud here.
Those seagulls.
Birds.
Curlews,
Sound-
type of bird that's native where I live.
Curlews.
Anyway,
They sound like seagulls. Yes.
that's-
Anyway.
when I first
they
moved
live
here,
in the
yeah, it's
treetops?
Fucking crazy. The what?
Do they live in the treetop villages?
Oh, they could do.
This does literally look like they were working on a Star Wars game for Return of the Jedi, and then
I just-
halfway through development it got cancelled, and then they just said, "I'll put Donkey Kong in it."
Oh, this is a
I
reskin
like
of the other
though
level.
how
Yeah, they just changed the
but
colour.
it looks colder. Like, you know, like
Yeah,
they
they just
played
put
in
that
with
blue
the
hue over
winter
it.
theme. You know,
It's
even
one
the
way to do
music.
it. Just change the colours to bluey.
Well, I did
Get
that a
that
lot.
colder look.
Like in a lot of games, they won't even bother changing the colours of certain tiles. I'll just leave them as
Yeah.
is. Whereas this at least made a little bit of an effort to mix them up a little bit. Oh man, there's two of these suckers.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Jump over 'em.
Boy,
Look at
Oh!
that. What do you say to that? I like these
Clever.
I like these banana yellow Kremlings too.
Oh yeah.
Good.
they look more green to me.
They're bananas. They're banana yellow.
I don't know what bananas look like in Australia, but I can guarantee you, banana yellow is a very different shade of yellow.
Is
here,
that banana yellow?
friend. That's gold.
Okay. Yay!
What happens if you get 3 of them? Do you get an extra life or something?
You get to do a bonus level where you are the ostrich and you get to collect lots
Oh.
of mini ostriches.
Oh.
Yeah, and if you like, I think it's every 100 that you collect, you get a life
get
or
get
something.
a life.
Oh, okay.
I hate them because they always put you back at the start of the level, and I'm like, I don't want to go back to the start. I just want to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, really
Okay.
naughty.
Really naughty.
Another one.
He's
Another
brown, a
reskin.
brown beaver.
This is what beavers actually look like. They're brown. They're not green.
Do they live in
Or-
banana hordes?
No.
Okay, just checking.
No.
Didn't
Oh.
know.
Great sound
And they don't
effects.
make that sound either. Just
It is a great sound. I do love that laugh. It's brilliant. Oh, he died.
Oh no.
and they all choke. They all seem to choke whenever
They-
they're.
if someone jumps on your head, eventually you will choke.
choked.
Oh, so thank you for part 4 of this 6-part Donkey Kong Country playthrough series. Please thank
Thank
Sean
you.
and thank you, Jess. And we'll see you next week with whether or not David Wise did indeed conduct the Aquatic Symphony aquatic ambience, sorry, or not, and we'll be moving on to the factory.
Yeah, the factory.
We'll see you there.
Say it.